Louise Minchin, 54, was deterred from sport as a teenager when she realized she was developing muscular shoulders. The image-conscious star stopped there and then, only rekindling her love of sport when she reached her mid-30s. "I looked at myself in the mirror one day and saw these big, muscly shoulders and didn't like them. I literally stopped training and racing immediately," she has now lamented to Runner's World UK. "I gave up doing sport for almost 30 years, which, looking back, was very sad." Her decision meant that she was missing out on netball, rounders and swimming, although she confessed that as a teen, she had never been fond of running. However, the presenter rekindled her passion for all things physical at the age of 45, when the BBC Breakfast team organised a challenge at the Olympic Velodrome. "Back then, I'd never been on a cycle track or ridden a racing bike before, but in front of 4,000 people, I crossed the finishing line and went wow. I'd forgotten how much I loved sport," she enthused. It wasn't long before she'd invested in a road bike, and a year after that, she took part in her first triathlon. She ran her first marathon spontaneously and totally by accident, as she'd thought an injury would bar her from taking part. It also meant she'd have to disappoint Chris Evans, who had invited her to support children in need before running the 2016 New York Marathon. However, as she'd originally accepted his challenge, she found herself getting out on the track anyway. "I had my trainers and race number, so I wandered to the start," she recalled to the aforementioned publication. "I began running, intending to drop out after 8 miles, but completed the entire race in 5:51. Her injury had meant she hadn't been able to train or do any preparation for the event, so her result was totally unexpected." She hasn't been quite so fortunate in the UK, with injuries preventing her from running the London Marathon 2 times in a row. However, focused and fiercely ambitious Louise has insisted she has her fingers crossed that it'll be third time lucky for her. She recalled, "Injury has denied me twice, once with a foot issue and most recently my knee, but I did manage the virtual marathon when I was fit. Last November, I was starting training from scratch. So it will be a long way back to complete the full 26.2 miles. Louise added that although she once despised running, even in her sporty early teenage years, she has now discovered a love for it. Fortunately, there are many rural spaces where she lives in Wales, enabling her to take part in half marathons across the hills. The busy presenter, who normally has an action-packed schedule, regards this time out in nature as me time. Read the full Louise Minchin interview in the April issue of Runner's World UK, on sale tomorrow.